Hi, I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahlebeth High School and Junior College YouTube channel. Welcome to my video to all students as well as viewers. Today just we are going to start our one of the new chapter related to the physics class 11th or intermediate first year we can say, and the chapter number is 10th and the name of the chapter you can see on the board is mechanical properties of solids, and this is part number 1. So in this we will going to start with few terms, and these terms we are learning first time in our life, I think so. So make sure need to work hard. Elasticity. What is elasticity? Elasticity is defined as the property of a body which regains its original size and shape when the deformed force is removed. What is elasticity means? If I am putting the force, okay, to any object, like if I am going to put a force on this kerchief, it will change its shape, but I removes the deforming force, it will regain its original shape and size. This is known as the elasticity of an object or body, we can say. Hope you understood that. If I am hitting to someone, if I am hitting to somewhere, the particles of that matter, either it may be solid, liquid or gas, whatever we can call, it will disturb because of the external force apply on it. This force usually calls in our mechanical properties of solids like deforming force, because the pattern was already set but we are applying one force. That force is known as usually deforming in this chapter. So it disturbs the pattern or say shape or size of that particular matter. So but if I remove that force, the property of body which regain its original size, shape or its pattern is nothing but elasticity. Example, we can say we have highly elasticity properties with us usually in rubber, isn't it? RUBBER, rubber got its high elasticity property. Or example, we can say quartz, QUARTZ. Quartz is nothing but we can say that crystals of sand, something we can say. The deforming force caused by the elasticity is called elastic deformation. That means due to the applying of the force, temporarily there is a deform on body. That deformation caused by elasticity is called as elastic deformation. Plasticity can be now we have one more thing with us, name as PLASTICITY, plasticity. Okay, plasticity can be defined as the property of matter due to which it's undergo non-reversible change of size and shape which deform or applied force is removed, or when deform or applied force is removed. What to do means, if I am just doing this kerchief like this, okay, and leaving, it will become its original size or shape. But what happen if I will tear that kerchief completely? So after tearing this, it cannot regain its original size or shape. So this property of matter is nothing but we can say plasticity. Hope you understood. And plasticity usually high plasticity show by chewing gum. When we are CHEWING, chewing GUM gum. Okay, when we stretch the chewing gum, it will not come back by its own. Okay, so this is elasticity and plasticity. Hope you have understood. Now I am putting a definition and few lines related to this elasticity and plasticity on your screen. You can go through. Hope you have saw the definitions. Make sure write this definition as well as remember. Remembrance is very important. You need to work hard from these chapters. You have few chapters with us, like you need to work hard only. Now we have one more topic with us, name as elastic behavior of solid. So is there any behavior related to the elasticity of the solids? So listen, if a ball is attached to a spring and stretch, the elongation produced after restoring to its original position is proportional to its life force. This phenomena is known as Hooke's law. We have one law with us, and this law is very important. Okay, it might ask you in 2 marks, or in yeah, it is very important for your numerics related thing also. What Hooke's law says, like okay, I will completely tell you Hooke's law itself. I am writing first definition, after that I will explain. Okay, Hooke's law, it states that the stress on a body is directly proportional to strength within the elastic limit. That is, strength is directly proportional to strength. Strength is equals to K into strength. Here K is nothing but we can say proportionality constant. So this law, hope you understood by definition itself. Simply it is saying that the stress is directly proportional to the strength. But we need to remember one thing here, that the condition is within the elastic limit. Okay, because in usually 10th class current electricity you might have learned Ohm's law. In Ohm's law, at last we need to tell that physical condition and temperature remains constant, then only this law valid like this. So in few laws we have few conditions also, we need to remember that conditions also. So this is the Hooke's law. Then what is stress and what is strength, sir? So listen carefully. In this session we will going to learn something about the stress and strength, as well as few types of stress and strength. Okay, so listen, stress is defined as the restoring force applied per unit area. That means here we can say, hope you can see this part easily, stress is nothing but we can say like force by area. Here force is nothing but restoring force. This is not an original force. Okay, so I will going to write complete like we can say restoring force. So for stress, just you can remember this term, like stress is equals to force by area, but you are not supposed to write completely like restoring force, because as per the procedure we need to just write stress is equals to force by area, and the definition for is very small, like stress is defined as the restoring force per unit area. Now we have strength. What is strength? For remembering the strength we can remember this formula, like CHANGE, change in, okay, the dimension, DIMENSION, change in dimension by original dimension, ORIGINAL, DIMENSION, like change in dimension by original dimension. And the definition for is nothing but strength is defined as the ratio of the change in dimensions of the body to the original dimensions. Now for strength and strength we have few types of strength and we have few types of stress and strength with us. As of now, just you can copy down the Hooke's law and you can copy these two formulas also from board, so that we can go through with the details related to the stress and strength. Now something details about the stress and strength, and hope you have copied down like Hooke's law. That law is very important, need to remember also. Now in stress we have three types of usually stress with us, like one we can say longitudinal, longitudinal stress. Okay, and for same we have strength also, longitudinal, DINAL strength. So I am just writing simultaneously, here STRAIN, here also STRAIN, strength. So first I will going to explain complete related to the stress, then I am just putting the image related to the stress. Now we have got that stress is nothing but there is an restoring force by area. That is the main definition of stress. We can say like STRESS, stress is equals to F by A, that is force by area. Okay, now first longitudinal stress, the stress which acting normal to the surface and changes the length of a body is called longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress, it is the ratio of restoring force per unit area of a cross section. So for longitudinal stress, just I am writing LS, so you can remember like longitudinal stress, this is nothing but F by A itself. Like here we can say like force, and here area of cross section, A is nothing but area of cross section. For that I will going to explain you like something diagrammatically also for better clarification. Suppose I have an cylinder or something which is on the which is based on usually length. We can take the example for marker also. So if the force which is applying that is from both the sides, from here to here, and we are stretching this, okay, longitudinally we are stretching this marker. So this type of stress we can call it as like longitudinal stress. And we have second type of stress with us like volume stress. The stress which is acting normally to the surface and change the body's volume is known as not longitudinal, is known as volume stress. It is also known as bulk stress. It has one more name, and the name of that is nothing but BULK, bulk stress stress. Suppose I have one object with me, okay, and I have suppose I have one circle, okay. The force which is acting from this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, that means all the side there is an force acting, and it can what can this force do? It can change the volume, okay, complete volume of that particular body or object, we can say. This is known as volume stress, and its formula usually given by volume stress is nothing but here is nothing but normal force, not applied like restoring force. Here is nothing but normal force by area, we can say. Or finally volume change means which is nearly force by area, which is nearly equal to like pressure itself. We have one formula usually we might learn that force by area is nothing but pressure, okay. So this is related to the volume stress. And we have one more type of stress like shearing stress. The stress which is tangentially to the surface of the body is also called as shearing stress or tangential stress. The force are applied parallel to the surface of the body which change its shape. So here shear stress, we have one more with us, shear stress. I am just writing here, shearing, 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 STRESS, stress. Here we got formula with us like SS is equals to like SHEAR, shear force, FORCE, force by area, okay. So here make sure that there is an area constant for all the formulas, you can say, but here area of cross section, whereas here complete area related to that, here also area which is nearly shears area, we can say. So for that I am just putting complete answer related to the stress and types of stress on your screen, you can go through. Hope you have copied that answer. Now coming to the longitudinal strength. For longitudinal strength we can remember like CHANGE, change in length, LENGTH, length by original length, ORIGINAL, original LENGTH. For that we can write S is equals to delta L by L. This is nothing but like we can say longitudinal strength. And for definition we can say it is defined as the change in length by original length, simple. And for volume strength, same here also, like change in volume by original volume, V is equals to CHANG, change in VOLUME, volume, by original ORIGINAL, original VOLUME, volume. So here we can say V is equals to delta V by complete V here. So this is also we can define like the volume strength is defined as the change in volume by original volume, that is V is equals to delta V by V. And for last but not least, that is shearing stress. For shearing stress we can say like relative displacement by perpendicular distance, displacement by distance. So now I am putting this type of strength also on your screen, you can go through. Make sure write the types, complete stress, strength and type. Remember also, very important. Hope you have copied that strength also, answer also. Make sure remember. So I am just ending the part 1 related to this chapter, but I want to put a glimpse because you are learning this chapter first time. So I want to summarize in this session. Usually I am not summarizing, but in this session I want to summarize that we have started our chapter like mechanical properties of solid with the definition like elasticity and plasticity. What is elasticity? Elasticity is nothing but a body which can regain its original size and shape once the deforming force removed from it, whereas plasticity is exactly opposite. And for elasticity we have two examples with us like rubber or couch, and for plasticity the body cannot regain its original size and shape after removing deforming force also, and for that we have a best example is nothing but chewing gum. Okay, after that we have learned like Hooke's law, and Hooke's law said that stress is directly proportional to strength. Then what is stress and what is strength? We have just now learned like stress is nothing but force by area, and strength is nothing but we can say change in dimension by original dimension. Then after that we have types of stress and type of strength with us. We go through that also. So make sure prepare well and hard work from this chapter, especially this chapter. So I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahlebeth High School and Junior College YouTube channel. We will going to continue our part number 2 related to this chapter itself. But till then, make sure you need to be thorough in this part. Okay. Maintain notes. Have a great time. Take care. Thank you.